Hey, good morning, good morning, good morning. Yes, this is Spirit Journey, out and about with the pack. I'm a little bit behind schedule, but it's still good. Yeah, it is December 9, 2020, and the time is now 7:01 a.m. in the morning. Yeah, the sun is coming up real quick now. Yeah, sunrise in like in 5 more minutes, just at the crest. Yeah, so this is still dawn. Yeah, I'm heading out to the park again. Got a truck in front of me. Oh, sorry about that. Sorry, I had him in go around. There's a big truck. So that big truck there. Yeah, yeah. Good morning, guys and gals. Good morning. Yes, this is Spirit Journey, and yes, this is December 9, 2020. And yeah, the sun is coming up real soon. It's still considered dusk. Yeah, I'm like 15 minutes behind schedule. But it's all good, it's all good. It's still before sunrise. Wow, you can see the orange forming on the on the horizon there. Wow, that's gorgeous. Let me get it. So if you can see the orange there, yeah, you can see it. Yeah, good morning. Ooh, I'm burning up already. Yeah, it's a beautiful morning. Got a lot more people out here. A lot more people. I can put this off, this hood. I got a hat on. Yeah. Oh, got my camcorder. Brother, my camcorder's coming off. Let me just put it back on. Hold on. Sorry about that. I had to put it on properly. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I wasn't gonna get up out of bed. I woke up early enough, and I felt tired from yesterday. Yeah, I was working on the project, that video I was telling you guys about yesterday. The video with the orbs. I thought it was going to be easy to edit. And I said, I'm going to bed. Yeah, I worked on it from like 12 o'clock in the afternoon to like 8 p.m. And I said, I'm too tired. Yeah. So I just went to bed. Yeah, so how's your days going? You know? Yeah, it's pretty bright out right now. Yeah, it's pretty bright out here. I enjoy the dawn. in the morning, that quiet hour. It's so relaxing. Hope this doesn't fall off. Yeah, a lot of people out and about right now. Yeah, can you hear the trains below me? Yeah, it's another day in New York City. Good morning. Oh, that's nice. So, yes, I'm out here doing, is it Wednesday, I think? Yeah, it's nice out. My body's hot, actually. I'm actually very hot. How you doing? Hey. That's neat. The, the people who sweep the floors, he had a face shield, really interesting, a face shield and those lights, LED lights on the top. Interesting, I never saw that. Oh, because they have to work in pre-sun, before the sun comes up, so they have to see what they're sweeping up. Yes, I have the pack with me. Yeah, I was kind of like hectic today. Yeah, I got out of bed, I think at 5:30 or 5:45. I say, if you still want to do this and get out of the house by dawn, you better get your butt up. So I think I was doing good progress, considering the 45-minute lagging. So, yeah. As you see the sky. Yeah, yesterday was overcast. See that? Yeah, yesterday was overcast. So right now what it looks like, it's light but it's dusky. Slightly dusky. It's lively, the construction guys are out. Yeah. Yeah, you know something, guys? I like the idea, and I hope you guys could hear me. I like the idea of getting up before the dawn, and you really do feel on top of it because, see, I got my walking done, and it was even before noon that I had all this much more time. I didn't exercise, I have to be honest. I did have some fruit. I ate grapefruit, a Honeycrisp apple, a pink grapefruit at that, and mandarin, orange. The mandarins are nice. When you get a nice sweet one, it's really nice, actually. Very, very nice. Yeah, I like the idea that I got my walking and everything done early. You can still do shopping, come back and get some shopping. Yeah, I have to get detergent. You know what someone was saying? With all this COVID and stuff, someone was saying that the large corporations, you have the mom and pop shops in New York City. Yeah, that's where I'm doing this live stream from. New York City. This is Manhattan. And in Staten Island, you got a rebel, an American patriot in Staten Island, the forgotten borough. Well, he owns, I forget the name of the place, but, he got to feed his family. And evidently, just going down the curb, he got upset. He said, I'm going to go out of business if I don't start generating money. So he opened up. And the people could do the social distancing, all that crap, which is baloney. But anyway, he opened up, and lo and behold, his place he gets arrested. Yeah. And I was surprised at that. Surprised because, how do you say this? Because he's not a person of color. I'm putting out there. Say a Caucasian. And the cops, Staten Island is overwhelmingly Caucasian. A lot of Irish and Italian Catholics. Okay? And that's what many of the cops are. And so I falsely believed that they would be immune, the people of Staten Island, the white Staten Islanders, that they won't be bothered by the police. But someone, I would imagine, someone told on them. Because if everybody in that community, who's going to complain? You're going to complain because someone opened up their business so you can go get some food to eat? Right? Who would tell? There's still social distancing, having a mask. So they were notified. Yes, good morning, viewer. Good morning. You could say hello in the chat room if you wish. Yes, I'm talking about Staten Island right now. Yeah, good old Staten Island. Oops. Well, that's my body cam. That's not good. Let me try this way. Okay, I gotta do it like that. Yeah, popped right out. Sorry, yeah. So in Staten Island, the guy was arrested. The guy who opened up his business. It's a privately owned, mom and pop type of place. And he got arrested for violating the new policy because of the COVID. And so he gets out of jail and he does the same thing. Whatever happened with your leg mark cistern? I don't know, my leg mark cistern. I'm not sure what you're talking about. I'm not sure whether it's a typo. I'm not sure what you're talking about. Please repeat. I want to understand what you're talking about. But either way, the guy, the owner of this place in Staten Island, opened up again, and he gets arrested again. You awoke with oh, okay, okay. I mean, okay, yeah, okay. I got your message. Okay, if you're referring to the markings that I had, it was January 2019. I woke up with these marks on my upper thigh and buttocks. You did a vid how I found your. Oh, okay. Okay, yeah. What happened? Real quickly, what happened with the marks? I awakened with these markings. This was in January 2019. It could have been the 28th or the 29th of January 2019. I came out the shower and I was putting some lotion on. I was looking in the mirror and I saw all these markings. In a nutshell, the doctors don't know. I went to a private skin specialist, and then I'm a veteran, and I went to the Veterans Hospital. Why I did it in that order, a private place first, because the VA, they're not very knowledgeable. If you don't have an acute wound, like a bullet wound, knife wound, a car accident, something like that, they're not good at diagnosing a damn thing. So I went to a private doctor that's supposed to be all bells and whistles, but he was an idiot. I paid him close to $600 for one visit. He gave me supplements. So that's how these doctors scam you. Oh, you got leaky gut. Same here, the lotion put on the pyramid. Let's say, okay. Okay. Yeah, I didn't get everything you said, but you put the lotion on your leg too. Something about a pyramid. But I also had those little prongs. It looked like these two dots. Dimensions. Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, but I also had those other markings. It looked like two prongs. But I think what happened with those markings is the bed. Like when I'm walking around the corner of the bed, I might have bumped into it. That's what happened with that, I think. Because I moved the bed over in case that was the problem. But those big markings that happened to me in January, that's all over the upper thigh and the buttocks. I don't know. It could have been stress, because that happened on a Monday morning. Friday, early morning, my friend had died. And that whole week, they called me a few days before, and they said that she was dying. She lives all the way out in Hawaii, and I live in New York City. I was thinking about going, but for me to get there, the time lag, you may not make it. So, I'm sorry about that, my nose is running. So, I stayed at home instead, and plus I have my dogs. It would have cost me a fortune. The plane ticket, the boarding of my 3 dogs, and then I may not make it in time. Something else. Only once we hear your friend. Okay. Yeah. So I felt, I really felt bad. But what I was able to do, when I got the phone call, but that she was on her deathbed, because they said she may have only 3 days left. And this was, I got the news Saturday. They had called me Friday, but my phone was off. And then on Saturday morning, I checked my phone message. I got the message left on my voicemail. So I called. So for Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, I was able to call them, and I had them put the phone to her ear. She wasn't responsive, she was, you know, but they said the last thing to go when you're on, your deathbed is your hearing. So I told her how much she meant to me, and just crossing this big street here. Yeah, I told her how much she meant to me and the good times. And so that's what I did. And then that Tuesday, I got this extreme anxiety. So for Saturday, Sunday, Monday, I talked to her and her family over the phone. Tuesday, I got this weird, eerie feeling of extreme anxiety. And I said, oh my God, I think she passed. I was extremely, extremely, extremely stressed. And I said, Izzy, you have to, just call back, So I called back Wednesday. And then the place said, oh, I'm sorry, you can't talk to her right now. You have to call her family. So I said, what? Did she pass? She was like, can I tell? I cannot tell you that. You need to call the family. So I did. But I wasn't able to get through. So that added to my anxiety. Both lights are red. Oh. So I'm really stressing. I think I left a message. I'm not sure, but I didn't get any message. So I just left it alone. And then that Friday, it was Friday morning. She texted me, the daughter, that she had passed. Yeah, her text was like 3 o'clock in the morning. So she texted me because she died in the morning, that morning. So between 12 and 3, she had passed. So I appreciate them, the daughter texting me. Then I gave a text back, gave my condolences. So that's what happened with that. And then, so that was Friday. I was stressed, but some tension off. And then Monday morning, I woke up with all those markings on my body. They were very bizarre. So it could have been stress that did that. It also could have been, I was detoxing at the time, maybe 2 weeks before, an herbal bath. But I did an herbal bath and an herbal what do you call it? Enema. An herbal enema, coffee enema. All organic and distilled water. So I don't know whether that might have attributed, maybe the toxins were coming out of my body, but why in that pattern? Yeah, it was a lot of variables to consider because I also got a new mattress earlier in the month, an organic latex bed. So you have that as a variable. But the doctors say if it was the bed, your whole body would have it, not just your buttocks, And if it was the herbal bath, then your whole body, again, because you're in the water, your whole body would be affected. So we don't know. They ever go? Oh yes. They went away. I have one marking on my belly area. That I do have. It's very faint. That's yeah. In fact, the marking on my belly. Wow. These bicyclists, they just, this is Columbus Circle. Okay. And this bicyclist was just taking his sweet time and the cars are coming. Yeah, I'm very careful with cars and traffic. That's why a lot of times you see me looking and everything because I have to that sometimes the cars don't see you, you know. So yes, the all of the markings went away, but there's one faint one on my belly. And I think that was the one. Yeah, I think 2 weeks before that incident, there was a mark on my belly, the same type of marking. Yes, it was. It's it's brisk looking out there. Yeah, yeah. It's nice. I'm actually very warm right now. Uh, I have on my thick coat, and I have like my cap, and then a little liner underneath. Yeah, I like my ears warm. Yeah, and I have my mittens, the glove mittens. Yeah, you get the glove mittens from those street fairs in the city. Yeah. So, yes. So 2 weeks prior to that big incident, I did have some of those markers on my belly. And I honestly thought, yeah, oh, I'm in the park now. I'm in Central Park. Yeah. Let me show you. Yeah. So this is Central Park, the opening. Okay. This is the opening on 59th Street. Yeah, so the sun is very, so sunrise is now. That lady, she was prepared. Just wanted to pop in and say hello. Okay, yeah, thank you for popping and saying hello. Yeah, this lady was just bicycling. She has her mask and goggles, and she's riding a bike. Glove Nations handing that. Wow, Central Park. Oh, glove mittens. Yeah, yeah, yeah. They're really neat. So you could like dial on your phone like that, and then when it's cold, you could put the little flap over your fingers. It's fantastic. So yes, yeah, 2 weeks before my friend, that big incident, with my friend passing and all that. Yeah, I did have markers on my belly, and it was like one big mark and then another one. I thought I might have slept on top of something, because sometimes I have like books and pens on my bed, and I thought I just rolled over it at nighttime and it caused a bruise, because that's what it looked like, a bruise, like like almost like a burn, like you ever burn yourself with an iron by accident, and how it gets a little darker. That's sort of what it looked like, and the texture. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Gonna go towards the Ramble. Yeah, all the joggers are out right now. So, yo, yeah, how you doing? Yo. Yeah. Yeah, so I just attributed that I slept on top of something. But either way, it is what it is. My health is good, and I'm going to keep it that way. You're saying the correct stuff. Yeah, I'm glad. I'm glad. Yeah, so today's another day. Oh, what was I talking about? Yeah, I was talking about, the burn. Yeah, it looked like a burn. It looked like a burn all over my buttocks and thighs. Some people thought it was a spiritual attack. It could have been. It was the weirdest markings I've ever seen. So, yeah, so what I was just saying earlier, what's happening here in New York City. Let me switch hands. Sorry. What happened? Uh, yes, in Staten Island, I've hardly ever been to Staten Island. To get to Staten Island, you need to take the ferry. It's a half an hour ride, and yeah, I only did that once or twice. So it's a half an hour there, half an hour back, and then you take the train to go where you have to go. So it's downtown Manhattan where the boat docks. So what I was saying when I first started, wow, you see the bicyclists, those guys. Yeah, it was a pack. They're wearing the same outfit. They're riding close to each other. Okay, so what happened, this fellow, he gets arrested again. You know, he feels he's essential for his community, and only the big mega stores can open, you know, only the big mega stores. So he has to, I mean, it's almost 10, it's like 10 months, right? 9, 10 months since the start of the lockdown. And he said enough is enough. You're going to allow the mega stores to make money and make money off of you. They benefit from this lockdown. Amazon, they mentioned. Wow, my hand was getting tired. Amazon, Walmart, so all these places, they could stay open so they get all the profits, right? Isn't that horrible? So he says, hey, how come other establishments could eat? You can eat in. And then you hear about the politicians getting caught eating at a restaurant indoors without a mask and visiting relatives for Thanksgiving, right? See, they're doing that because they know it's baloney, the virus. Sure, people can get sick. It's a cold flu season, right? You're an older person and you're exposed to extreme weather. It gets very cold, then it gets hot, cold, hot, cold. What happens? You can get sick. Just a little sniffle, whatever. You just need some chicken soup, right? You get some chicken soup, tea with lemon and honey. You go to Coney Island, just the mega stores. Okay, I've never been to, I haven't been to any stores in Staten Island. I only took the ferry. So I can say, I've been to Staten Island. Yeah, I just took the ferry there and back. Yeah, I don't have a car, so I can't really drive around. Get around. And it has its reputation if you're a black person. They have black people that live there, but it has its reputation, so I stay away. And plus, I don't know anybody there. One person from church when I used to go to church. That's basically it. And when I first started college, I met a mom with a kid, a lady with a kid who lived in Staten Island. And one coworker. But I've never, I don't have any business there. I just come to the city when I lived in Queens. I'm born and raised in Queens, New York. But I now live in the city, Manhattan. So this is really like my home. I always had to come to the city. And when I say the city, I mean Manhattan. Many of us, you hear, I'm going to the city. They mean Manhattan. It's the center of New York City. Major commerce is here. And the entertainment is here also. You have the theater, you have the parks, you have the restaurants, Excuse me. Yeah. So it is what it is. Here. Trying to move my cord so it doesn't get on the body cam. I hope it's on. Let me see if it's on. Okay, it's still on. So, what was I going to say now? Yeah, so the guy disobeyed twice. And it turns out that man who opened up his business in Staten Island, he was being targeted. To my understanding, what was shared on social media, he was leaving his place at nighttime and he was followed by these thugs. Yeah, they were trying to do him physical harm. And I think that's when the arrest happened. So they wanted to harass him. And what's really frightening about it is, and a paradigm shift, like as I mentioned earlier, Staten Island is overwhelmingly Caucasian, Irish Italians that live there. And many of the police officers are the same background. And you have the mafia, of course, organized crime. And, you know, they do what they have to do. So I wouldn't think that they would attack him. And he's just the one business in that town, the only one. And he believes that the mayor or the governor, I forget which one they said, but one of the people in government send those guys to frighten him. Yeah, I guess they're doing that so that if anyone else gets the same idea to open up their business, they are they're going to be harassed. And I think that's what happened. That's what it looks like. Why would a bunch of goons go and harass some guy who wants to feed his family, right? That's what's happening. So guess what happened? Well, it turns out that people in social media heard about it. Yeah, people on social media and people from the neighborhood, because it's a close-knit neighborhood. Everybody knows everybody. Staten Island is a very small place. Again, it's mostly Irish, Italian. I think they have Polish people that live there. You have some Hispanics in some blocks, but there's a small number and they live in a separate neighborhood. Well, social media found out and there was a massive demonstration. Yeah, massive demonstration. And one of the, I think it was on Alex Jones, a website. He has this, Alex Jones, on his website has a section on it called banned.video. Banned, like you're banning something, banned.video. And it's all those videos and the content. Boy, the dogs are off leash. See that they don't always obey. Yeah. Oh, sorry. Yeah. See, the dogs are off leash right now. They're big dogs. It's okay. Yeah. They're nice dogs. I'm just concerned about my dogs. Yeah. Okay. So what happened? Let's see. So on Alex Jones' channel, they cover news that the major news agency, not agency, broadcasters, they don't share this information. And there are others too on the internet. So yeah, as you know, Alex Jones was banned from YouTube, Facebook, and all his other social media. So he relies solely on his own website, Infowars.com. And no, I'm not paid by him or anything like that. But he's a major figure in the Truth Movement. And yes, I know some people think he's an agent, but whatever what he is supplying information, and he has guests on his show, you know. So what else now? Uh, yeah, so there was a massive demonstration at his business in Staten Island. They said all different types of people. They said it was blacks, whites, Orthodox Jews, everybody. And yeah, so I saw that video on Alex Jones' website. Yeah, I said, wow, some small place in Staten Island, and people from the other boroughs came to visit and to give support. That was amazing. Yeah, because it's so far away. To get, the weather's cold now, and to take the ferry, you know, but they were there. I was amazed, and I was, happy for him. So I'm not sure if he's still in jail. Yeah, look at the dogs. So I'm not sure. I'm not sure of his status, or he's keeping a low profile at least since his second arrest. How you doing? It's a big dog. Nice. So, hey, how you doing? So, what are you doing? Yeah, let me get this. I like showing this. Yeah, it's like a little, what do you call this? This structure. It's like a roof. But yeah, I found this in April of this year. And when I came out here in April, there were no leaves on it. And then I came a month later, like in May, and it was full with leaves. So now the end of the cycle is coming, and the leaves are almost off. But I find it beautiful. See that? It's absolutely beautiful. Yeah, very nice. See, that's the water. See, isn't that beautiful? See, life is about enjoying its beauty. This is beauty. That's water that you see. Yeah, let me show you the natural environment. No problem. I do. See how beautiful that is? This is what life is all about. Look at that. Natural beauty. So here you have like an elven nature. Yeah. Yeah, it does look like that. Yeah. See that? That is nice. It is absolutely gorgeous. So like a month from now, there'll be no leaves. Nature, that's right, baby. Nature. Yeah, nature is where it's happening. Hi. Yeah. Good morning. Yeah. Some of the people here are very nice. But we have what we call those Karens. The Karens are like the police. They want to be police, female, and they want to tell everybody what to do. But yeah, life is to enjoy. Life is love. And yes, you have those things happen in Staten Island. The guy took a stand about the hypocrisy of the lockdown. You're going to say it's for our protection, but then you go and eat at a restaurant without a mask. You go to your families without a mask, and they're not of your household. So they're going against what they're telling you, the public. And I believe they're doing this because they know that the virus scare is not what they want you to believe it is. Yes, people get sick, and yes, people die. 1% of the population, 1% of the people who contact COVID die from it. You know? And again, who's it really targeting? The elderly and people with comorbidities. That means people who have more than one type of sickness. They might have a bad heart, bad vascular system, bad kidneys. They might have HIV. You know, that those are the people who are delicate, and the stress of the weather changing. Yeah, see, when the weather changes, people, and I talked a little bit about this yesterday. See, that I come out here to get in tune with nature. See, nature is our friend, and nature could also be our enemies. Look at that. Have you ever tried to send meds directly to your dogs? Okay. I'm not sure what that means. Yeah, my dogs are healthy. They, if you said medicines, I'm not sure what you said. Yeah, this pond, you see the ice forming. Yeah, weather changes can be rough. Yeah, so yeah, see, it's the change in weather. Look at that. See, it's changing, but in the change is beautiful, and it's about change. And we try to keep it in check. But see, look how beautiful it is. It's changing. Like in 2 weeks, all this will be gone, but it's beautiful color.
Morning, Annie. How are you?
It is beautiful. And so, yeah, when you have the shifting in the weather, your body has to shift too, right? Your body is a mechanism. It's very receptive to the environmental stimuli. And so, because it's very reactive to the environment, you have a change in weather. You have the change in the pollen, right? And so your body has to change. And that change is considered stress, right? It's considered stress. So what does the body do to cope? Well, you might find that you get the sniffles or the sore throat. It's just adjusting. That's all. And oh, look at this. Let me show you this. Power of thought is that type of connection possible. Come among. Okay. What I think. Let's quiet. Let's quiet. Say my little boy. That's him. That's him. Come on. Let's stop it. Let's stop that. Let's stop that. He's not bothering you. See, look at that. See the birds. See, they're enjoying themselves. They don't have a mask, right? Then they look at humans and say how stupid we are. Look how let's stop that. Let's stop that. Let's sit down. Let's sit down. Let's sit down. Yes, quiet. That's quiet. Yeah. I'm sorry, but that's my little boy. Let's quiet. Let's quiet. Let's sit down. Lily, sit. Let's sit down. See, when I stop. Okay, I'm going. I'm going. Sit down. You need to sit down, Lily. Sit down, baby girl. Sit down. Sit down. You need to sit. Sit down. Go turn around. You have to turn around, Lily. Oh, they'll just, sorry. She'll put herself down. One thing with dogs, when they're tight space, they find their own gravity. Oh, thank you, thank you. Yeah, these are my babes. You gotta sit down. Yeah, I know Big Mouth over there was getting you excited, but sit back down. Sit back down. Make sure. Just as long the tail is in near the wheels. Okay. So what I was saying now, that apologize for that. But you know, dogs will be dogs. So anyhow, the body is a receptor and it's receiving all different stimuli from the environment and it's going to react. And you know, the different symptoms are your temperature might change. You may get a headache. You know, your body is shifting and your body produces, I think it's called exosomes. They're produced in your own cells of your body and it is excreted. It's excreted in your blood and throughout your body. Let's quiet. Good girl, good boy. Yeah, it's excreted out your body. I mean, it's excreted into your system and it may produce some ailment. But it's just your body regulating, you know? Your body is just regulating to the new shift. Because it can shift. You think these trees, when the leaves fall, you don't think they feel it? You don't think they feel the change in their twigs? They feel it. It goes through a process. And so do people during the season. So like from fall to winter, you know, it's a big shift. And then from winter to spring, it's another shift. So that's all what's happening. So, yeah, that's all what's happening, folks. Yeah, you think the trees don't feel? Look at all those leaves. See all those leaves? Where did it come from? It came from these trees. People are all really asleep on the trees. Yeah. Yeah. You don't think these trees felt it when the leaves fell off? This is what you call change. And we have to change with it. We have to change with the seasons. But instead, you have the cabal, the system, that is trying to scare you to death. Where I live, you have these urgent care centers throughout the city now. And these were established maybe 3 years ago, 3 years ago. All over, I said, wow, New York City has so many hospitals. Why do we need any more of these little clinics? Well, they knew they were going to roll out this COVID. And they could take samples of, they stick something up your nose, right? Well, what do you think that is? Someone was telling me yesterday that the swab is to get your DNA sample. It gets your DNA sample. How you doing?
Morning.
Morning. Yeah, it's to get your DNA sample. Right? And then they say, oh, if you test positive, even though the device that they used to test for COVID, it wasn't designed to detect COVID, but it gives 80% false positives. Let me repeat. The so-called COVID test has a reading of 80% false positives. 80% of the time, when you get that test to test if you have COVID, it is 80% false positive. So since these are a high level of positives, and then you're required, they're going to ask you, oh, who were you with? Oh, well, I was with so and so. So that's called tracking. Okay? That is called tracking. So this is the Ramble. It's beautiful. This is the Ramble in New York City. So you have, okay, so you have a false reading. People are scared and they want to follow what the doctor tells them. Okay, what the hell could the doctors do? Take 2 Tylenols and call me in the morning, right? They can't do a damn thing for you. And a lot of these people are asymptomatic. They are asymptomatic, meaning they don't have any symptoms. So they get a test that's 80% false positive, right? It's a false positives test. And then, okay. Yeah, sit down. Okay, just waiting for the dog to go by. Sit down. Sit down. Hey. Uh-oh. Cute dog. Okay, it's okay, baby. Is they just saying hello? Just saying hello. Okay, let me go. Okay, let me think that my dogs are all out of. Sit down. You gotta sit down. You gotta sit down. Oh, did someone just pee? Did someone just pee? Okay, sit down. Sit down. Sit down, guys. Sit. Sit down. You're all on Peanut. You're all on Peanut. Okay, 11. Okay. No, you gotta move, scoot over for your sister. Let it get down. Sorry, guys. Sit down, Lily. Down. I apologize. Yeah. Sit down, baby girl. It's okay. Okay. So you take it, so you're all scared now because you're in the doctor's office and you saw all those traumatic videos, what happened in January and February in China, and people convulsing, you know. And then you doctors, oh, you got the COVID, right? It's to scare you. Yeah, this is very hilly over here. I'm gonna go other way. So, yeah, the hill up here is too steep for the stroller. I'm not gonna do it. Yeah. So, what happened? You give all your information, right? You gave all that information of where you were, who you were talking to. So it's a spy system. This whole COVID is a spy system to see who you talk to. And then what else happens now? Oh, let me put this back on. Sorry, I hope no one, hope they didn't pee on that. So anyway, so you have people who give all the information to the doctors, and then what happens after that? You get a phone call. You get someone calling you in your house, your cell phone, and they say, hey, we hear that you were with so-and-so has COVID. You got a lockdown. You can't go out. You have to come in and get tested. Oh, okay. So you go get tested, and then you get another false reading, right? Because 80% of the time, it gives a false positive. And each sample they get from people, they get a sample of your DNA, right? Right? I'm going to go straight. They get a copy of your DNA. Wow, what a workout. That's a uphill. Yeah, little peanut, you gotta, let me take her out. Maybe she has to go. Okay, I'll get you out. Okay, okay. Let me get her out. Oh, okay. Sorry. Okay, so yeah, she might have to go. Okay, let me get the others out. Okay, strap. Okay, jump. Oops. Sorry. Sorry. Getting the strap on this. Yeah, she had to go potty. Good girl. Okay, jump. Sorry, let me just fix the little stroller. Yeah. Okay. Just fixing this up so when I do put them back on. Boy, that was done. A guy in the red almost ran into that couple. Excuse me, he's just racing down and almost collides with them. Okay, so what's happening now? Okay, yeah, let me just stop here for a bit. I can still talk. Please call your dog. Please call you. Thank you. Thanks. Yeah. 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 See, that she was fine. I said, call your dog, and she got her dog. So that's how it should go. Yeah, it's the ones that say, oh, he's so nice. You know, I don't care how nice the dog is. My dogs don't know them, and they react. So anyway, so what happens in all this melee is that, let me go trim my face. Show my face. Okay. Okay. Yes. Good morning, guys. Yeah. So what happens is the system is going to contact every person that you talk to, and they're using fear to control you. They're saying, "Oh, well, you see all this stuff on drama on television. All these people dying. Excuse me, but the people that you see dying, they're old people with many comorbidities, meaning many illnesses, and they want you to just think that it's because of this virus, but there's no virus. It's no virus. It's your body producing exosomes, and you know what else? The creator of the so-called diagnostics to tell if you have COVID, the creator of it said it's not meant to detect COVID. It's not meant for that. So he's telling you. It's like getting a screwdriver and say, hey, it works well picking the teeth, but it's not made for that. And yes, maybe you can get out some debris from your teeth, but you also mess up your body in the process, right? excuse me. So people are being scared to give up the information. People are prevented from seeing loved ones. You have people in the nursing homes. And the stress of not being visited, I think that's what's killing them, you know? And they have things, I mean, they should, if it's a real virus, I hear you. I hear you. It's my little peanut. Yeah, let me pick her up. Come here, big girl. Come here. That's the little peanut. That's the little peanut. You hear them make a noise. Look. Her name is Lilac. Yeah, she had the back surgery in late May. Yeah, she can walk a little bit, but she likes to sit down. She's a lap dog, a typical little lap dog, and she'll be, let's quiet, let's quiet. She'll be 11 years old. Come on, Lavin. Come on. Come on. Uh-uh. 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 Come on. Let's quiet, 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 quiet. Lavin. Let's quiet. Let's quiet. Lavin, they're gone. They're gone, Lavin. Lavin, come on. They're a family with 3 dogs. Yeah. So, yeah. Lavin, let's quiet. Let's quiet. Anyone want a dog? No, I want my little boy. You saw the video of the dirty guy trying to grab my little boy Lavender, the one that's barking. Yeah, yeah. That's quiet. That's quiet. Good boy. So that's a good quiet. That's a good boy. Yeah. So what happened now? Yeah. So they're just trying to frighten you, and they're getting they're getting the DNA samples. Okay, and they're going to find out the demographics, genetically, who you are, and what are they going to do with that? Maybe a bioweapon that can really kill, not like COVID. Yeah, with COVID, um, especially with the nursing homes, shouldn't you be able to, go in there with a mask? If it's all about social distancing and wearing a mask, but they're not going to allow you to see your loved one that needs you for emotional support. See, they know that's going to put stress on those elderly people. These are the same type of people, those Nazi scientists. Who did the Nazi scientists first target but the elderly and the people with severe health problems and the mentally ill? That's who they targeted. And it's the same type of scientists that work in the United States. Where did those Nazi scientists go? They came to the United States. And another bunch went to Russia. So that's why Russia and the US are so called at odds. They both are really the same entities, just one on the east, one on the west. But both have the same type of science, right? The Nazi scientists. And they work in the government. And they work in those Ivy League schools, right? I'm not going to give the name of the university, but wasn't it said that these students from that Ivy League school took the virus and brought it to China, along with Dr. Fauci? You just follow the dots with these people who are making policies for you, that they somehow always seem to be involved in the creation of evil. And there's a video over the internet. I saw it again on what's his name, Alex Jones' channel, his website. Uh, an older video, I think it's from 2007 or 2009, that with these viruses, the mask does not do anything. He says it's if you need it, in those places that use it, like China, use it. But in actuality, it doesn't protect you. So here you have a leading, so-called leading scientist in 2007 around saying that masks don't work. So why is he implementing it now? I think it's something in those masks. Where are these masks made? Are they made in China? What happens when you don't change your masks? You're breathing in that stale air. It could build up maybe a mold or bacteria, and it gets in your lungs. And I think they said the Spanish flu that happened in the turn of the century, in the 1900s. Yeah, the Spanish flu. They said that it was due to other things, not like a flu. It was something with the masks or something like that. Yeah. So again, you do your homework. See, things are coming out. Things, like things that are, what do you call it, confidential, the documents. And then like 70 years down the road, it becomes available for you to look at. And you can see that you were fooled. But all those other people are dead now, so you can't prosecute anybody. And I think the same thing with this COVID-19. It's all a, it's all about control. If you make people afraid, if you make people fear of death, people are afraid of death. And they'll do anything to live. Don't you think that it's something about, what do you call the 5G? 5G, I was told, creates the same symptoms as a cold and flu. 5G is a frequency, a low energy frequency that they use for these new smartphones and smart devices. And I think 5G first really came about, in the using over the population in China and in Wuhan, China. So isn't this telling us something? Why do we have to tolerate this? And so the excuse is keep people home. Oh, and let's have people not go to work. So it's a slavery. You run out of all your money, right? You're going to run out of your money. And then you have to beg the state to take care of you. See that? They created a new problem. They are creating the problem. Something like a cold and flu that people get every year, and people die from the cold and flu. Usually the elderly and those people with sensitive systems, right? So that's what's happening. You create ghost towns. There's this YouTuber, and he lives in the city, and he talks about like New York City is a ghost town, and he goes around like myself with the camera, and you do talks and you show the city. Yeah, problem reaction solution. That's right. That's right. Problem, reaction, solution. Exactly. So you have these people who are creating a problem, and then you create a new environment, a ghost town. New York City was very vibrant. January, things were kicking really nice. I felt so comfortable that I joined two extracurricular things. Buying an instrument and getting lessons, and what was the other thing? And low battery. Sorry about that. I see I got a low battery, so I'm gonna put a new battery in. Okay, it's okay. Yeah, so I charged my phone up all the way. Yes. Let's stop that. Let's stop that. Let's stop that. Let's stop there. Come on, Lavin. Yeah. Someone, a lady with a dog off the leash. They're not supposed to do that. Let me get my battery. See, they know they're not supposed to do that. This is the Ramble, and I mean, I like dogs, but the rules say, you can't have your dog off the leash because they have these areas that are the wildlife that's protected, and the dogs dig into it, and they don't want that. So I'm going to pull out the earplug, so you might have some interference, but we'll continue to talk though. Okay, took that out. Sorry, I have to put the battery on now. That's why they are doing it. But yeah. Oh, with the people. Yeah, the people who put their dogs. Isn't that something? They come to they come to Central Park because of the beauty and everything, but then they have the dogs tear up the environment. It's really silly. So let me put the battery. So that's my battery pack. Yeah. Isn't it stupid? Yeah, let's go to the Ramble where it's protected wildlife. But I could get these off now. So it's protected wildlife, and yeah, but I have my dogs run around and breaking up, chasing the birds and all that. Ridiculous. And then if you tell them, please get your dog, put it on the leash, they get hostile. Okay. Yeah, so I just had to put everything away. Yeah. So, what was I saying now? Yeah, so they're creating the problem, like you said very poignantly, problem, reaction, solution. Yeah, so New York City, many of the establishments are, I'm sorry, I'm more tangled. Yeah, the rope's all tangled now. I'm gonna fix it later. I can still just stand here. Yeah, catching my breath too. So, so New York City has Lavin, sorry. Lavin, let's cut it out. Come on, let's cut it out. Lavin, you need to stop that. Hey, quiet. Good boy. That's a good. Shake it off. Okay. Stop it. Good boy. That's a good. Shake it off. Shake it off. Shake it off. Okay. Boy. Okay. So New York City has a lot of businesses shutting down. You have areas in the village, and I showed videos of the village, Greenwich Village and the East Village, and it all closed. Many of them in bunches. So you can only hang on for so long, and see, they know that. You want me to pick you up? I'll pick her up again. Okay. That's little Peanut. She's really sweet. Yeah, so you have, I might as well sit down. I need it. Yeah. So you have a system in New York City. I mean, the environment in New York City, it is turning like a ghost town. The rich left. Trump doesn't live here anymore. Well, of course, he lives in Washington, D.C. now. But yeah, I'll put you on the bench here. Yeah, so you have you have a whole environment. Yeah, things were really that's what I'm saying. Things were really going well for me in January. I was filled with hope. I joined a health club, and then 2 weeks later they shut down everything. On the I think that was the 16th. Yeah. So I joined the health club, and I had bought an instrument, and I got music lessons. So I was spending money. Yeah. Everything. I had all these hopes for maybe going outside in the park and playing my new instrument out there. Yeah, that's my little fantasy. So yeah, I'm gonna be like a little musician. Maybe you'll play some folk songs. Okay, get her. Oops. Okay. Yeah, I had a. Okay, be careful. She's slipping and sliding on the bench. Okay, sit down. Down. Good girl, you're a good girl. Oh, I'm hot right now. Good girl. Yeah, so I was spending money, the economy, I mean, everything was going and flowing really, really well, you know? And then what happened? You were getting the scare news from China. You saw people being soldered in their home to keep them in their house, soldering the doors shut. You saw people convulsing in the streets. And then I remember Trump coming out in January saying something. No, it's February or maybe February. It was some day. He said at that time there were no deaths. And then the next day, the first death, so-called due to COVID. Yeah, it was that day when I first heard it. And the rest is history, But it's a scare tactic. And New York was doing, oh shoot. Wow. I had charged my battery, but I don't know why this is happening. Wow. I just put in my new battery that I charged overnight, and it's saying only 10 minutes, 10% left. Okay. I don't know why that's happening. Yeah, it's a brand new. It's all plugged in. Yeah. Shoot. That's really weird. It could be because I'm live streaming and it's taking the juice faster. It's not filling it up faster enough to do the live stream at the same time. But again, I've been doing this for a couple of months now, and everything was good. So when it goes off, when it goes off, then it's off. But yeah. So New York City is turning into a ghost town. You have the zombies walking around, and again, you saw the video of the guy that tried to grab my dog Lavin. Yeah, yeah. It's a ghost town. They created this, and then you have all these young people flocking to those urgent care centers to be tested for COVID. I had gone on the line and say, hey, why you all on this line? They're like, oh, get it tested for COVID, like it's a fashionable thing to do. They don't realize that they don't realize that they're going to be, their DNA is going to be used and stored, and then they're going to track everybody you ever talk to.
Hello.
Hey, how you doing?
How are you?
Doing good.
It's very cold out here.
I'm feeling pretty good right now. I'm actually hot.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yep.
Good for you then.
Cause I was just walking up this hill, and I was burning. I had to sit down. But it's good though. It's good, and the dogs keep me warm too.
Good.
Yeah, yeah. So how are you?
I'm okay. I'm okay.
Very
No.
good.
Yeah. I have a good weekend ahead of me, so
Very nice.
yeah. Today we have volunteers, so we probably be around here.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not gonna stay here too long though. Yeah, my battery's about to conk out. I put in a new battery just a moment ago. Like I had the
Interesting.
phone charged, and then when the phone starts to go, then you have like a backup battery.
Right.
And then I put it in maybe 5 minutes ago, and then it said, oh, running low. So I don't know. One of those things. I'm doing a live YouTube video.
Oh, cool.
I'm a YouTuber.
Nice. Okay.
yeah.
What's your channel?
Spirit Journey.
Spirit Journey.
Yeah, it's one word.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. You'll see my face on the what do you call it, the avatar.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
I will. I'll check you out.
Yeah, yeah. Take care. It's good to see you.
Likewise. I'll see you
Be
soon.
safe.
You too.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, he's one of the workers here. I met him over the summer. Lavin, 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 Lavin. That's quiet. That's quiet. That's quiet. Lavin, Lavin. Sorry. That is a leash, boy. How long that leash goes? That looks about like 50 feet. So bright, you wow. Yeah, yeah. He seems like a nice person. Yeah, he works the grounds here. You know. Yeah, I let him know that I was doing this live stream. Yeah, seems like a nice person. So yeah, so you have people, uh, young people, young, healthy-looking people. You don't see old people on those urgent care. You see young people in their 20s and 30s on the line, like it's a fashion thing, so they can say, "I got COVID." You just because you might test positive for 80% false positive testing doesn't mean that you are infectious or even sick. You know, if you're sick, you stay at home. And if you're sick and you need to go out, then you put a mask on, just like before. You know. So yeah, this is the change. Uh, this is a change in the system. You know, they want to lock down everybody here. They want us to all be afraid, but don't be afraid. Know you, embrace yourself, and know that all this will change. You know, all this, nothing lasts forever. Yes, they're trying to implement a new system, but remember, your sovereignty. That's what I have to remember myself. You are a sovereign human being. You are sovereign. And when you have the opportunity to um, what do you call it, to expose somebody, someone is lying, you get information like earlier during the season in was it in April. No, it was March. I did videos then as well, and I had to go to the doctors at the VA hospital. There was hardly anybody there. It was a skeleton crew there. There weren't people lining up. I kid you not. At the VA hospital around March or April of this year, 2020, I had a doctor's appointment, pre-scheduled. And when I got there were no patients basically. You had staff, you had someone greet you at the door to take your temperature. But it was like an echo. And I've been going to that center now for since the 1990s. And it's never been empty like that. Empty. And then there was this other place. There was to be like a backup place at the Javits Center, a building by the Javits, not the Javits Center itself, but I think it's a building right next to it. That's in Manhattan on the 30-something street, way over on the west side. And you didn't have. You had what do you call it, like the National Guard. But you peek in the window and they're just standing around. I mean, they still could have been fixing up the place, putting the beds in, because it was supposed to be a place for like a house. Stay there. Stay. Lily, you stay. Lily, sit down. Lily, sit. Sit down. Sit down. You gotta sit. Because remember, you hurt your leg. You hurt your leg before, remember? You hurt your leg. I can't afford you to bring you to the hospital. Yeah, earlier this year, she hurt her leg. She tore her meniscus and tendon, and that cost over $5,000. And then a month later, this little one here had back surgery. That's an extra 7,000 plus. I can't afford to spend any more money. Everything costs. So So yeah, that place by the Javits Center, or if it was the Javits Center, it didn't have people in it. There's no pandemic. It's empty. And I saw it firsthand at the VA hospital when it was really it was supposed to be real epidemic. It was right after, the lockdown. and I had a doctor. So maybe it might have been in April. Yeah, that was like at the peak of all these deaths and stuff. It was empty. Empty, empty, empty. Yeah, I have to look on my calendar to let you know exactly what month that was. But it was early in the scare. And so if it was empty, why can't they just send the patients over there? If it's a so-called pandemic, doesn't matter if it's a veterans hospital. It's about doctors and patients needed. Bring them in. And I didn't. They supposed to also have this outdoor hospital in this park, in Central Park. I never saw it. Maybe I didn't look in the right place, but you would have heard about it, and it would still be here. You see me, I walk all over New York City, and there's no hospital here in Central Park. None. Nothing. Stop it. I'm trying to tap them. Robin, you're gonna bark at every door. Let's quiet. Let's quiet. Robin, you gotta calm down. Hey, calm down. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's so annoying. It's so. Stop it, Robin. Robin, quiet. Quiet. See, he's barking. He wants to socialize with the dog. And then sometimes he feels he has to protect us. Let's quiet. Come on, quiet. I'm tapping him and he's not. Good boy. Good. That's right. Shake it off. Thank you. Yeah. So that's what's happening. People are being fooled. And I had firsthand experience with being in the hospital in New York City, and it was empty. It's empty. So, yeah, you keep your sovereignty. You let other people know. I mean, if the information you have is contrary, share it. And if you can show pictures, whatever, show what's going on. Yeah, but here my experience, it's just a scareful war. It's to scare people. And when you how you doing? Good, good. Yeah, it's to scare you and for you to give information like who you were talking to, who you were with. Yeah, and then they put a wow. Oh, I got the. Haven't seen those. He has like a mask on. That is neat. I hope I got it. The guy on the cycle, the unicycle. Boy, he came prepared. He had his face all covered. This special mask. Yeah, I get those masks are for sports and the wind and everything. Yeah. What else? Yeah. So I believe in getting connected to nature. I dress warm. Um, yeah, I want to dress warm. Keep my neck. um, yeah, I'm pretty warm right now, but I like to keep my neck warm. What else? Yeah, I have my vitamin C. I brought my fruits. What else? Yeah, things are. It is what it is, and they're trying to choke us of our livelihood. And one by one, like the store in the establishment in Staten Island that I mentioned earlier today, they want to keep them locked down. And that guy in Staten Island said, "Forget it. I'm going to open up my business." So he was arrested twice, and then now people protesting in Staten Island, the forgotten borough of New York City. You had on Alex Jones' website a video of the people protesting the arrest of that owner of that business. He services the community, but just up the road, they were saying they have other businesses that are open and allow patrons. So if it's a virus, then it's a virus. Usually to get sick by a person, yeah. Nature is healing, exactly, and that's why I'm here today. That's why I want to get myself up early in the morning. I want to get the early morning air. get the understand nature. It is so comforting to be out here. It's very comforting, and my doggies get to go out. Um, yeah, I we're not meant to be indoors. And when I was in the military, I had the opportunity I was in the Navy, U.S. Navy, and I had an opportunity to be overseas. And you know what I noticed? The further south you go, the more outdoorsy the people. You know, like Italians and Sicilians, um, they're outdoorsy people. Egypt, outdoorsy, you know? And so I gather that the more south you go on the planet, the more indigenous, the more connected they are to this land. But the further north you go on this planet, the more sterile minded the people. They like to stay indoors, not because they don't like the cold, but it's like they entertain themselves by being in in a building, you know, or at a cafe. Just start noticing. Start noticing that. Yeah, when you go overseas, know that they like to be in a structure. They like they do things in a building, in an enclosure, even in the summertime, even in summer. And I don't understand that. And that was the main thing I noticed when went overseas. Even when the weather is mild, it's the same thing. African people, Mediterranean people, Pacific Islanders. Yeah, I used to also live in the Pacific Islands. Same thing, they're outdoorsy people. You don't find people like that creating GMOs, right? They eat natural foods. Well, then when these people invade these countries in Africa, the Pacific Islands, uh, the Americas, what happens? You get sickness and death. That's what you have. So people who are connected to the land are not about things; they're about life. And people who are connected to things like property, money, things like that, they are about death. So I design for myself, I want to be connected to life. Yeah? I want to be connected to life. I want to be connected to nature because it is healing. It is. It's a nice place. It is a nice place. So yes, it is a winter now, turning into winter. The leaves are almost all gone. See that? It's virtually all gone, but it's okay. This is, I'm dressed really warm, and yes, it's starting to get, I'm starting to feel the little coolness, but I'm really bundled out. My feet are warm at least. When the feet get cold, forget it. But yeah, this is what life is all about. Life is about sharing and enjoying with other people or other animals. Uh, yeah, it's not about fighting each other. I don't like this system. I don't like what do you call it, a competitive nature. That's a low nature. A competitive nature is a low energy nature. When I lived in Hawaii, the Hawaiian culture is very, very sharing, very giving. They'll give, they are real giving, but they're getting how do you say, they're starting to turn into like the mainland. Their ways, it's changing a lot. People who I've known who are acting uncharacteristic, things that I found out uh, is unlike them, the individuals that I know. So everyone's getting affected. It's like a virus, you know, a parasite that is changing your mind, changing your genetics to control you. You know. So yeah, I see my little dog here. She's gonna start barking again. Yeah. So I think I'm going to be, yeah, I will be going now, but I wanted to give a shout out and yeah, I want to try to get up early in the morning and share with you my morning walks to wake up with the dawn of the day. Okay? So I appreciate all of you for watching and share this video with friends,
Oh
family
yeah,
members. Yes,
that
yeah,
was.
we're almost done.
I really like
Friends,
that. I never
family
heard her.
members, and those of you who would like to support this channel, you can PayPal me and you'll find the link to my channel. You'll find that link on my channel, Spirit Journey. And on the right side of my banner, you'll see a PayPal me link. Just click on it and follow the prompt. And any amount would be greatly, greatly appreciated these days. Yes. So, yeah, so we all here, the gang. We say thank you, thank you, thank you. Peace, love, and joy. Stay warm, okay? Thank you again. Bye bye.